Hi guys, my name's Bill, and in this video today I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot a Frigidaire dryer that is running but not heating. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and take a look at the wiring diagram, and I'm going to show you what we're going to troubleshoot today. So on our terminal block we have our L1, which is our red wire, and it runs down over to the heater relay on the control board. Now we come back out of the heater relay with a black wire to the high limit thermostat. Then from the high limit thermostat, we go through the heating element and to the motor on a yellow wire. And that goes through the motor centrifugal switch, which then runs back on the black wire to the L2. So this whole circuit will make 240 volts and allow the heater to run. Okay, so as with any repair, the first thing we're going to do is make sure the dryer is getting the proper voltage. So we're going to test the red and the black. We should get 240 volts. Between the black and white, we're going to get 120. And between the red and white, we're going to get 120 volts. Now, if you only have 120 volts on the red and white, the dryer will run and the control board will fire up, but you won't have heat. You do not need voltage on the black to white for the dryer to run. So you could have a bad cord or a trip breaker and the dryer would still run but not heat. So you definitely have to check for voltage before you begin troubleshooting the dryer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you how to test is this heater relay. Okay, so the heater relay circuit, we have a connection here, and the power comes in on red, back out on black, and then like the diagram said, it goes over to the high limit thermostat. So we're going to check the relay at this connector right here. Okay, so for this test here, I disconnected the harness, and I connected my meter to the two wires that run to the relay. Now we're going to right now, the reading on the meter says open circuit. I'm set on ohms. So now I've set the dryer to high heat, time dry, and I'm going to go ahead and press the start button, and the contact on the relay should close. So I should get a 0.1 reading. And when the dryer stops, it reads an open circuit again. So we know that the heater relay is good. Closed. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button after I shut the door. Okay, so for this test here, we're going to test the high limit thermostat. I've went ahead and removed the two wires. The dryer is unplugged from the wall at this point and disassembled. I'll put a link in the description on how to take this dryer apart. I did it when I showed you how to change the belt. So I'm not going to go through that in this video. But now our meter's set to ohms. I've disconnected the wires. Right now the meter says open circuit. So when I connect the meter, I'm going to get a 0.1 reading. Maybe not a 0.1. There we go. There's a 0.1. And that's showing me that I have a completed circuit, so voltage will be able to pass through that thermostat and allow the heater to run. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is the heating element. I've removed the two wires that connect to the heating element. Connected my meter. It's set to ohms. I've connected my meter. And it looks like we're going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 11, right around 11 ohms, and this heater is good. So one more check you want to do is to make sure that the heater is not shorted to the housing. So we're getting an open reading, which is good. And we're getting an open reading, which is good. So the heating element in this one here is definitely good. If you don't get those readings, then you definitely should replace the heating element, especially if you have an open circuit. A lot of times you'll see a break in the coil somewhere. Now I did make a video on how to repair this temporarily. I'll also put a link in the description on that video. So if you have a broken heating element, you want to dry some clothes till the new heating element shows up, I show you how to temporarily fix that. Okay, so for the next test, it's going to be a little bit tricky for me to show you here, but on the motor wiring harness, we have a black and a yellow wire, and the circuit needs to be completed for the heater to run. I've connected my meter to where the black and the yellow wires are on the motor, and I want to show you the centrifugal switch which is this little black disc right here. And when the motor starts spinning, it sucks in. And that's what completes the circuit. So if we go up here and look at the meter, we're set on ohms. And when I press that black disc in, we get our 0.1 reading, which tells me that the centrifugal switch is good. And when I leave off, when the motor stops, it opens up the contact so the heater doesn't run when the motor's not spinning. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you here is the thermistor control. Now I didn't go over this at the beginning of the video, but I should. So when you're testing the heater relay, which is down here, the control board needs to tell the heater relay to close. So if you tested the heater relay and it did not close when you had it set on a temperature setting, maybe the thermistor control is bad, not giving you the right reading. Now that 50k ohms is for room temperature, so probably right around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, I'd imagine. Now my garage is about 50 degrees right now, so I'm going to get a little bit higher resistance, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. But this is what we're going to look at right now, is the control thermistor, which needs to give you a correct reading so that the heater relay will close and allow the heater to come on. Okay, so here's the control thermistor. It has the two blue wires going to it. I've removed those, set my meter to 200k ohms. And right now I'm getting 99 at about 50 degrees. Now if I stick my finger on this and try to warm it up a little bit, that number's going to start to go down. And you can see it's going down just a little bit right now. So the warmer that gets, the lower it's going to go. So you should get a reading anywhere between, I'd say, 50k and maybe 100k when the dryer's not running at room temperature, or if it's cold outside and that's where you're testing, like I am. Okay guys, so that's going to complete my video on how to troubleshoot a Frigidaire dryer that is running but not heating. Now make sure you visit the description in this video. There's a number of links on this dryer, plus there's also one I want to mention right now, and that's the giveaway that I'm doing. At the end of every month, I'm going to give away some tools. So this month I'm going to give away a meter. But how you get signed up for that is visit the link in the description. I'm going to take you to my website. You just fill out a little form. You're not signing up for anything. It's completely free. And then at the end of the month I'm going to pick a winner. And I'll make a video on the winner, and we'll do it again the following month after that. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that now. And good luck with your repair.